All right, everybody on the Outdoor Call radio app, getting ready to start the show. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. Hello, everybody on Facebook. You guys ready to start this thing? I think we're ready. Let's do it.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
It's good to know people.
All right, welcome to this week's edition of the Wednesday Drive, brought to you by the fine folks at Game Hide Clothing. I hope everyone's having a good Wednesday. It is January 18th. And it's a fine, fine week. Starting to get a little precipitation out here in Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm anxious to see what kind of weather we got. But they said we might have several things going in. Thomas, good afternoon. Jeff, good afternoon. Hoyt, how you doing, buddy? Fish and Dave, good to see you. Everybody's doing well today. So Larry Mack, I tried to get Larry Mack on the show today, and he I don't know what he had to do something. I don't know what it was, but he's on a phone call. So we'll try and get him on next week, and we got some news to tell you, and we'll see how everything's going up there. So, hey, before I do anything else, I want to thank everybody for all the nice comments about the Unknown Files show. We'll be doing it again tonight at 7, and I'll tell you more about that. But thanks for all the kind words. I'm glad everybody had a good time to tune in and enjoy that, and I had a lot of fun with that as well. It was fun talking about the big fella for an hour, but we got a really good show tonight. We're going to be actually talking about the Villisca axe murder house in Iowa, and we're going to be talking with some Iowa paranormal ghost hunter group that's actually been down there and a couple other things. So that'll be funny. Anybody found Bigfoot yet? Not yet, Hoyt. He's still out there being world champion, as far as I know, anyway. You wanna get on the app sometime before we get out of here at 5:30? And I'll have some more information about the big hunting contest that we're giving away to Triple H Outfitters. We got a lot to do on that. Added some more stuff, and Larry and I were talking, and we're going to do some other things for that big hunt down. And basically, if you're listening for the first time, welcome. If you don't know what that is, I've been hunting down at Triple H Outfitters for every bit of 16 years, if not more. And we're going to be drawing a name April 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. And that is going to be for a $4,500 whitetail hunt, archery, down. You get to hunt with us on Respect the Game TV. So you'll be in camp over filming some shows. And you're going to get a chance to just see some world-class deer. You'll be hunting pretty much where we're hunting. And you're going to love Donovan and Hilly and Connie and everybody down there. It's your meals, your lodging, your guiding. And just a great time. Whoever wins that pack is going to get over $1,000 elite bow, shoulder mount, game hide, pure whitetail certificates, Tacticam. I think I got a Tacticam camera entered in that now. So we're almost at $7,000. So all you got to do is just listen to the Outdoor Call radio app. Download the app; it's free. Listen to, hey Tyler, how you doing, buddy? Listen to the shows Monday through Sunday. I've got promos running. All you got to do is just email me what the promo says. Easy. And those promos are running 3 or 4 times a day. So, you might have to listen to a show or two, but trust me, within an hour you'll hear the promo. So, all right, that's what we got going on there. And before I do anything else, I got something in from the federal government today. Now, normally when I get something in from the federal government, I'm not super happy about it. But today I'm actually happy about this one. I got my certificate. I'm going to show everybody on Facebook Live right there. Can you see that? I got my United States of America patent and trademark certificate. So from now on, I solely own the rights to the Outdoor Call radio. Nobody else can use that anywhere in the country. And I got my little signed, sealed copy from the United States government, and I'm excited about that. So we are an officially accredited or licensed radio station. How about that? Hoyt says he likes the Elite hoodie. Thank you, Hoyt. I appreciate that. All right, so we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk a little different things. First up, we're gonna talk about ticks. I've had a lot of questions about ticks this last week, and I kind of talked about this on my Sunday night show down in St. Louis. But we're gonna talk about this, and we'll be talking about it through the season. No, ticks are not a lot of fun. They're a pain in the. They can be a pain in the rear, but they're not good. Used to the main worry about ticks was Lyme disease, but there's so many other things now. Bacterial infections. There's a thing called alpha galla syndrome. Hey Tony, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Um, Alpha galla syndrome now. If you don't know what that is, that's where you actually get bit by a tick, and it becomes a red meat protein allergy. So if you try to eat deer meat or a nice tenderloin or a steak, you can it can mess you up bad time, really bad. So now you got to worry about that. And I actually know 2 or 3 people that have that now. So we got to make sure that we're doing everything we can to protect ourselves from getting bit by a tick. I got bit by a Lone Star tick, and I was allergic to red meat. So, Hoyt, you probably had that alpha gal syndrome, huh? That's not good. Hey, Ken, what's going on? If they know that can stay in your system for several years, from the people I talked to, they said that protein allergy could. Some people it might not ever go away. So I like eating meat too much. That's one of the reasons. Like I go hunting, as I want my back straps, my tenderloins, my all, as much my elk meat, everything that I eat, I shoot. I want to be able to digest. So, that's not good. Uh, we want to make sure that we just protect ourselves as much as possible. So, one of the things that I've been doing for the last several years, and this is not so much a product push, I'm just telling you what I've been doing, and it's been working for me, is Game High Clothing came out with a deal called the Limitic. I've been talking about a Limitic for years now. If you wear the Limitic, it's basically articles of clothing that is interlined with a thing called Insectishield, and it doesn't. You don't get any reactions from the Insectishield in the fabrics. It'll last a lifetime of the garment. But you put the socks on, you put the pants, you wear a long sleeve shirt, you can wear a neck gaiter, you can anywhere that you're protected. That's going to stop those ticks from biting you. Nick said Elimitic's pretty good. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Since I've been wearing it, I have not gotten a tick and no chiggers. Anywhere that you're covered up, you're not a biting insect is not going to get you. Mosquitoes. I haven't really had any problems with the little no-see-ums when I wear my Elimitic. So I just and if you want to use a spray, Lethal still makes a great spray. You can spray around your ankles or around your wrist, anywhere that you might have an opening, just to be extra protective. But that's what I've done, and it's worked really well. Larry and the guys were in Missouri last year, and they had their Game Hide Limitic stuff on, and they were actually hanging stands, and they had some people go with them, and they did not have a Limitic on. And when they got back to the camp, Larry and Ryan didn't have any ticks at all. Let's do a volume buy for the tick clothing. There you go, Ken. They didn't have any ticks on them, but the other people were covered up. So I know from personal experience that I've had really good success with it, and we got to make sure that we're just making sure to protect ourselves as much as possible. Hey, Brant, happy Wednesday, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you very much. So anyway, I know some people say Permanone or Perithium. That stuff, if it gets on your skin, is not good for you. So I'm not saying you can't use it. I'm just saying, just be careful, especially for kids, man. You got to make sure if you're taking kids in there that you're putting stuff on them that it's safe. And limited clothing would be fine for them. But if you're going to just go with a spray base, just make sure that it's fine for the kids to use, and you're not going to have any adverse reactions with the kids, because we got to protect the kids as much as possible, right? So anyway. All right, and that does work on chiggers too. I actually had somebody ask me about tigers. They were getting ate up and stuff like that. So that does work. Let's see. So we got the alpha gal syndrome. We talked about that. I talked about the ticks and the chiggers. So I think we're good on that one there. All right, so I know we're getting rapidly approaching turkey season, and people are starting to ask me about decoys a lot. They're asking me about calls. Larry and I and Todd Rupert are going to start doing a call series we'll probably start that in 2 weeks. Larry's got to go up to New York. Him and Ryan and Paul from the TV show, and as soon as they get back, we're going to start working on some of that stuff, and we'll get that cranked out for you. And we're gonna talk about each, what calls they make. Turkeys make between 26 and 28 different varieties of. Hey Rick, how's it going, man? 26 to 28 different vocalizations. We're going to talk about all of them. We're going to talk about when you should use them, when you probably shouldn't use them, how to use them. We're going to talk about calls. We're going to talk about box calls. We're going to talk about friction calls, mouth calls. What makes one call a better, or what's a better choice for a different call sequence. We're going to get into all that. We're going to even get down to the strikers. What different tips on the strikers? What difference does that make as far as your calling ability? So we're going to really crank down onto that stuff, and I've never went that deep into it before. And we're going to try and inform and educate as much as we can in the next couple months, so you're ready to rock and roll once the end of March gets here. If you're going out west, or if you're getting ready to, April, the 1st of April, that'll probably be my first hunt in Kansas, down at Triple H. So I'm looking forward to that. Hey Roger, how's my friend Roger up in New York? How you doing there, man? Roger, did you hear me talk to DiMartino the other day? Huh? I did my Godfather imitation. Did you hear that? Huh? Yeah. I thought it was funny. Andrew was cracking up. So Mr. DiMartino thought it was funny. The Godfather of pavement there. Always a lot of fun. All right, I'll tell you what. It's just me tonight, so I'm running the boards. And so be patient with me. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to take a real quick break. I will be here on Facebook Live. Just don't go nowhere there. And we'll talk about some stuff. And, hey, if you get a chance, jump on the app, the Outdoor Call Radio app. And we'll be right back in about 3 to 4 minutes. So you stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Is that okay? All right, here we go. Hey, have you heard the news about the great new products from Pine Ridge Archery Products? The makers of the video camera support system, the Pro Bow Cam, and the AT5 trail camera have done it again. Introducing the new Pine Ridge Archery line of 200 new wrist sling. The wrist sling is totally scent-free and is available in different colors, and this will allow you to tune it to your specific grip, so your hand goes right in the sling without any hang-ups for smoother draws when you're getting ready to shoot your game. These new Nitro products will have you shooting tighter groups with consistency. Cameras and tripods tonight. Included in these products are tons of colors, so you can customize your bow for your favorite college teams like never before. Did I mention all of these products are made in the USA at Pine Ridge Archery's factory in Illinois? That's right, made in the USA of quality materials that will hold up in any weather conditions for die-hard bow hunters like you and me. Check out all these great new products at Sportsman's Warehouse or anytime at PineRidgeArchery.com.
Are you into hunting, fishing, camping, or tailgating? If you are, we'd like to introduce you to Arctic Ice. Arctic Ice is a brand new way to keep your game, beverages, and
what's everybody having for dinner tonight? I'm hungry.
Takes you. Arctic Ice Packs are a rugged ice substitute that maintains low temperature longer than a bag of ice and does not have the slushy mess that can contaminate what's in your cooler. If you like to hunt or fish, look at the Alaskan Series or Arctic Ice Packs that will keep your game or fish at 34 degrees for 3 to 4 days.
Tell you what, deer chili sounds good. We got that drizzle and snowflakes going.
Your wild game and fish at dry ice temperatures for the travel back home. For tailgating or camping, try the Chillin' Brew Packs. They'll keep your beverages of choice at frosty cold temperatures 4 times longer than what a bag of ice can. If you want your game, fish, or camping goods to stay fresh and cold as possible without the mess of regular ice, go check out Arctic Ice Packs today.
Heading on your next adventure and looking for some snacks to take? Why not pack a snack that tastes great, gives you protein, and is easy to pack? Have you heard of Soldier Boy beef jerky? Soldier Boy jerky Chinese, meatloaf, and mashed potatoes. That sounds good, Tony. Roger, that sounds good.
Outstanding.
A little mugu by pan, Raj? Is that what you're having?
Sweet heat, original maple or peppered flavors that will satisfy you all day in the field. Soldier Boy beef jerky.
Yeah, I mean, Ken, you figure 70 washes. That's about.
We also donate to troops that are deployed.
It just depends. If I don't have my clothes, if they're not bloody, I put them in my ozonics locker and I clean them that way. That way, they just stay together longer that way.
Outstanding taste that keeps you satisfied.
I used to wash them after every hunt. Now I just use my ozonics locker unless they're bloody or something.
www.sbjerky.com.
Hey guys, Jackie Bushman here with Buckmasters. When it comes to food plot seed and deer feed, the Mississippi-based Backwoods Attractions product line has
All right, last one. We'll be back.
blends like Trophy Acre, Lazy Acre, Clover Deluxe, and the popular Dixie 6 to their attractants like Game Changer, Sweet Stuff, and Buck Robber. The best way to put it is, if you're not using Backwoods Attraction products, you better hope your neighbor isn't either. From small to large acreage, Backwoods Attraction has the feed and seed perfect for your hunting property. So do yourself a favor and swing by and support your local co-op or farm supply store and ask for Backwoods Attraction to set yourself up for a successful fall.
All right, welcome back to the Wednesday Drive on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday all across the good old US of A. All right, so we were talking a little bit today. I had a couple people get a hold of me, and we were talking about POV cameras and on decoys, and how do I set them up, and what's the easiest way to do that. Now there's a lot of different things you can do. Like my friends at Live Action Decoys, Wade and Teresa. If you get like a live action decoy, he actually builds a Tacticam wide angle camera right above the Tom's beard in the decoy. So it's already right there. You can just reach in there and hit your remote and you're good to go. Now, if you don't have that system and you want to film, if you're on the ground, you can just basically you can screw it in. I think Fourth Arrow makes one that screws in. I know either Fourth Arrow or Tacticam had one, but I've got a couple Fourth Arrow products here that I'll show you that I use all the time. But like in the tree stand, if I'm deer hunting and if I want a second angle, I use the screw-in one to the tree, and then I'll put it over here, and then I'll hit that remote, and then that way when I grab my bow and I got the regular TV camera on me, this is showing you two different angles. What's going on? When I'm turkey hunting, I like to get the turkeys more than I like to get me. Sometimes I'll put them in the blind with me. If it just depends, but I like getting those toms coming in, strutting and spitting and drumming and doing everything around the deeks. So I'll either take I got a Fourth Arrow stake right here, and these are nice because you can make them longer if you're in some tall grass or brush or whatever, or if you want to collapse them. But just get them down in the ground real quick. A lot of times I'll put them right out in front of the blind, about a foot and a half. And then I'll just go ahead and I'll just screw my camera. That just goes right on. You just take your stake and then just screw it on, and you can just position that. Just check your phone on the app, and you can tell if it's straight or if it's not straight or where it's pointing, and you're good to go. That's one way you can do it. And another way you can do it is if you want to put them right into the decoy spread, you can get a little tripod system here. And just take that out and put the camera down into that use the carrier here. Here, I'll show you real quick. You just unscrew this real quick. That just pops off right there, and then you unscrew this right on this little tripod. Super easy. That nut stays right in there. I would encourage you to do this before you get out in the woods, because if you lose that little screw, that's not a lot of fun to try to find. But then you just take that and pop that on in there. Let me get out of my headset here. And that just screws right on like that. Let me get that tightened up. And you can actually put that down and have it pointed up, like while the turkey's coming in. You can have that at the jake, right facing the jake or behind the jake. However you want to position it, you're going to want to shoot it up just a little bit so you can get that tom footage coming in, which is really, really cool. And again, you just turn your remote on. You don't have to worry about turning it on, off, and off. You can do it. Happy family. There you go. Happy family. There you go, Roger. That's like a seafood and meat mix, I think, if I remember my Chinese right. But those are the two or three that I like to use when I'm out positioning my cameras, my POVs for turkey season. And I like using a wide angle. If I'm going to be doing stuff on myself in the blind, then I use just a normal 5.0 Tacticam. But if I'm going to be out in the blind, out of the blind and shooting the turkeys and stuff, I like using a wide angle That just gives me way more footage coming in and out and stuff. So that's always a lot of fun. But there's a couple ideas for you. You can find these on Fourth Arrow's Camera Arms website, and they'll hook you up. They usually got some great deals going on. And I'm going to be giving away a couple Tacticams along with some Rupert's Roost and Peace turkey calls here towards right before turkey season. I'll probably, when we say we were going to give that deer hunt away, we're going to give that deer hunt away April 2nd or 3rd. So it'll be before then because I probably in the middle of March, I'll give a couple of these turkey packs away. And just that way you can have a little fun with them while you're out there getting ready for your turkey season. Because I know everybody's getting excited about turkeys. I know I am, that's for sure. Let's see. Rachel wanted to know, what bow am I shooting now? I still have my Envision. It's hanging right over there, but I got my Elite Omnia in, and I've been shooting arrows on that. I was really impressed with the upgrades. That Envision's a great bow. They're all good bows, folks. I mean, Larry would want me to tell you that. It's really hard to find a bad engineered bow these days. I think Elite's got some attributes to their stuff that other companies can't offer you, like the set technology, and a few of the other things that Elite's got cooking. And I'm not going to go into it all, but the Envision's a great bow to use. And I've got maybe 40, 50 shots in my Omnia, and I've got my arrow on my target over there. I would show you, but it's right there. But I really like the new cam system. Super fast, super easy. So far, I've only shot 20 yards. I haven't got out to 40 yards yet. I'll let you know how forgiving it is once I get out there. I want to get a little longer distance. Larry loves that bow, though. He's been shooting them since July of last year. So if Larry likes them, you know they're a good bow. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question there, Rachel. Let's see. Missouri and Big Sioux River paddlefish season is going to open up February 1st. Paddlefish snagging. You ever had paddlefish? Who's not had paddlefish? Raise your hand. Who's not had that? Paddlefish is awesome. If you've never had that, I tell you what, I didn't have it for a while, but when I had it the first time, probably 25 years ago, I really loved it. It's like a shark. It's a cartilage fish. There's no bones in it, and they're just huge. And they snag them, and that's the way they fish for them. But I was turkey hunting with Lynette and Kent. Was it last year or the year before? It might have been the year before, and they fixed some spoonbill up, and man, it was just delicious. It really was. So, if you like to get out there and do that, you're definitely going to get some good table fare out of it. That's for sure. Snagging season opens up February 1st and goes through April 30th, sunrise to sunset. Hi, Sam. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate you watching. Anglers fishing for paddlefish in Iowa must have a valid Iowa fishing license along with a special paddlefish license and unused transportation tags. Keep track of your catch and complete the electronic survey after the paddlefish season, whether you harvest the fish or not. The information collected will help the Iowa Department of Natural Resources evaluate the success of the season and determine what potential changes or modifications may be needed. If you catch a jaw tag fish, numbered band in the lower jaw, call the phone number on the tag and report the tag number, data capture location, and eye to fork length. The Iowa DNR and other state fishery agencies tag paddlefish to better understand and manage the populations. Tagging provides valuable information to estimating population size, fish movement, and growth. With the ongoing drought conditions and low river levels, that might affect the Missouri River boat ramp accesses, so make sure you plan accordingly for that, okay? All righty. So 5:23, boy, this show's going quick. I'm telling you. We got new shows on. If you're just watching, if you haven't watched in the last couple weeks, we started the Crappie Connection. That's on Tuesdays on the app. That we got Bass Edge with Aaron Martin. We got the Crappie Connection with Brad and the guys. Great show. If you love crappie fishing, you're going to love that show. And then we got Jason Mitchell Outdoors. Jason is a professional walleye angler and guide. And I'm just telling you, him and Taylor Michaels do a great job on that show. So there's 3 great fishing shows for you there. We got a new firearms show that's going to start tomorrow on Thursday, and that is called Victory Drive. And I'm excited about that. You're going to really like that. That is a working class bow hunters project. And we have a veteran that's the host of that show, and you're going to just get a chance to listen tomorrow. And then Warden Watch was on debut today. That's what our friend Mr. Lieutenant Wayne, and it's a really good, well done show about game warden issues. They talk with game warden and game wildlife officials all across the United States. So there's 3 new shows that we added to the weekly lineup on the Outdoor Call Radio. So if you haven't listened in a while, I encourage you to get back on there. And don't forget, we got that big deer contest we're doing right now. Somebody's going to win a heck of a contest on there. So, well, let's see, 524 and some change here on the Outdoor Call Radio Network. Told you about that. Unknown Files, I'll be on at 7 o'clock. If you like spooky stuff, you're going to want to come back at 7 and listen. That is going to be on the app. I'll go ahead and run it again on Facebook Live, and you can listen in that way too. But I'd like you to go to the app and tell your friends. We're gonna talk about a couple different places that are supposedly haunted in Iowa. One is the Villisca Axe House murder house, and if you've never heard that story, it's worth listening in just to learn the history of that house. It's a tragic murder scene that happened a long time ago, but and that house is small. That house is extremely small down in Villisca, Iowa. So that's going to be a fun show tonight. And that'll be file number 2, show number 2. Last week we talked about Bigfoot. This week we're going to be talking unknown files. Next week, I'll give you a heads up, we're going to be talking about ghosts of Gettysburg. Going to be if you like a Civil War, if you're a Civil War buff, and you like some history, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Gettysburg area and some of the ghosts that people hear. And when I was talking to Jolene, that was pretty neat. She had some neat stuff to talk about. So that'll be up next week on the Unknown Files on Wednesday. So I'm not going to take a break. We'll just do that one break this week. Give you guys a break. Hey, I do. I'll wait. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna cut off here in 3 minutes. But if you go over to the app, I got something I'm going to tell you. And I hate to do that, but we're trying to build a station here, folks. We want to get as many people, and I can see how many people's on the app right now. So it's always good when you guys go to the app and tell your friends, because we're trying to keep growing that. But I got something special to tell you about on that, especially if you like to fish. If you like to fish, you're going to want to listen. Soldier Boy Jerky still got their subscription service. I want to thank Soldier Boy for helping us throughout the deer seasons and stuff. They're a veteran-owned group as well as I am. I always try to support our veteran groups, and we appreciate Soldier Boy Jerky. If you haven't tried it yet, you can find it at Sportsman's Warehouse, or just go to soldierboyjerky.com, and you can buy whatever you want, how many you want. And every time you make a purchase, they send stuff over to the troops, and they help with canines and a whole bunch of other stuff. Hey, Gary Peck. Boy, Gary sent me some nice video. They were spearing up in Deer River, Minnesota, and boy, were they catching some nice fish, man. I like to see that, Captain Gary. I can't wait to get up there. I don't know. I probably won't make it up there before June, but I'll be up there, Gary. I can't wait, man. I cannot wait to do some walleye fishing with you. So that's going to be a lot of fun. All right. And maybe I'll draw a bear tag this year, huh? You think I'll draw a bear tag? I hope so. It's been forever. I need some bear meat, that's for sure. Hey, speaking of bear meat, the Beast Feast, if you're in Iowa and you want to come to a really good dinner, February 18th is the day of the Beast Feast. I'm the host of that event. We've been doing that for 15, 16 years, and that's to benefit the Family Cancer Network that helps families here in Iowa that are going through some pretty bad stuff, folks. So we've raised several $100,000, and I couldn't do that without you. It's all about you guys out there, not me. And I want to thank our committee, but we got some really cool auction items this year to tell you about, and some other fun stuff too. So I'm anxious about that. If you want to come to the Beast Feast, I believe there's tables still available. And I did talk to Rob and Hank down at Revelton. We're going to have a special Revelton distillery package to auction off at the Beast Feast. So if you like that kind of thing, you should be excited, because that's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, I got you that in there. I really didn't have a lot of outdoor news to tell you. There was not much in the Iowa outdoor thing today, but we'll have some. Hopefully, we'll have some more Iowa outdoor news on Saturday morning, 7 o'clock on 1350 ESPN. All right, let's see. We got a minute left, so I tell you what. I'm gonna say goodbye to my Facebook audience. I will see you again at 7. And if you want to hop over to the app, I'll give you a few seconds. Why is that over there? There we go. I'm going to move that over. Thank you to everybody that was watching. Roger and Tony and Hoyt and Taylor, Jeff and Thomas, Gary. Hopefully you will get a bear tag this year. Chad at Pines should get drawn this year also. Chad's a good guy. I like Pines Resort. If you're going up to Lake Winnie and you need a place to stay, go to the Pines Resort and ask for Chad. Super nice guy. I really like that guy. So anyway, I'm going to say goodbye to you guys on Facebook. I will see you again at 7 for the Unknown Files. So be well until 7 o'clock. I'll see you soon. Thank you. All right, that is going to wrap it up for